That's so Ravyn.
Only shooting stars break the mold.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian, and today I'm playing with the Ravyn Man, Limdol himself, making you discard and then making a bird if a player discarded. This is a great way for you to take advantage of not just making your opponent discard, but making yourself discard with cycling and a little bit of loot and discard. This card is also not incredibly strong, but makes an army of birds, and those birds can peck your opponents to death, drawing you cards, using lots of other evasive creatures, because if you're getting in some damage just a little at a time, you also can use those as fodder, sacrificing them in order to get other effects. This deck is a discard deck. It's got lots of single cards that make your opponent discard one or two cards at a time, and a few cards that can help them, stabilize their hand so you can make them discard again. You don't need to have cards in hand to force a discard with cards like Gyre Reach Sanitarium, and with cards like Tiny Bones, you'll be stealing your opponent's discards so you can use them for yourself. This deck is mono black, it's mean, and it matches very highly in the queue, so if you play it, expect to see some very nasty opponents. So let's take the Ravyn Man into the queue and start birding up. It's Timna and Thrasios in disguise as Titus and Sissel. I have some discard here. I got some DAT cards in there. I have some weird painful ramp, but we're gonna do it anyway, and I want to see those thoughts. What do you got? Punishment if I draw additional cards, cost reduction on abilities, Emerald Collector, which will get them a Mox Emerald. It can draw them more cards. I'm gonna hit this Biomancer's Familiar. Biomancer's Familiar with Thrasios means 2 mana draw a card over and over and over and over, and I'm really not here for it. I will play my Ravyn Man. Yeah, don't you guys love CDH classics like Timna Thrasios? The Timna is not as good in 1v1 because you can only damage one player, but it's still a really good color combination, and like all the partner commanders, you're essentially getting an additional hand size because you get something else in hand. I guess Hostile Investigator is my best blocker. It also causes a discard. They can turn this into a 4/4, which would at least be a trade here. I do want to prevent that from attacking through. And I'll attack with Ravyn Man. If you want to trade, I'm actually down. Cool. Yep, Ravyn Man, getting the 1/1 bird doesn't do that much with my current hand. And also, like, weird to say, Ravyn Man not doing that much. It has the tap to make discard, but I'm going to have better discards from what's in my hand. You want to flash out here? Fairy Mastermind. I have up to 5 mana here. I don't think I really want to use it all, though. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna Hypnotic Spectre. Hey, one dude, thank you for the sub. And when this is on the stack is when I'm going to draw the card, so they do not get the card draw. Because if I draw 2 in my turn, they would get my second draw. I have lost life. They will draw cards. But then I will make you discard at random, which is one of my favorite things to ever do. Please, 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 please. I wonder if they'll pop down Thrasios with their remaining mana. At least they're paying a lot of life here. Uh-oh. Oh, Sterling Grove. There is no honest reason to have this here. They're doing something disgusting. What is it? Okay. I don't know. I don't know, and I'm kind of scared. Horse. See if I can get rid of these. I choose Timna, you choose Fairy. How do you think I'm gonna do this? Do you think they're doing 9 lives Solemnity? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no fair reason you run this, right? Not in anything other than, like, an enchantment stack. Suckerborn every minute. Mind games, baby! I, like a good playground bully, am going to push Thrasios. And then swing in for lethal. And then win the game. Out of here, Titus, or Thrasios, Kefka, Court, Mage. I've got turn 1 Duress, which will probably be very helpful against them. Turn 2, probably doing nothing if I do that, since the Spymaster's Vault would be coming in tapped. Or I could save this for turn 2, and instead go for this or this tapped, into the Hive next turn, into that. I think that's better, so I at least am lining up my mana to maybe get to double spell in a turn. Dark Slick Shores, alright. Arcane Signet into Duress. Kefka is going to be making both players discard, which is kind of good and kind of bad. Let's see, they have Wash Away, Jace, and Time Warp. Okay, that means they won't have anything for a little while. Because I want to play Ravyn Man next turn. And depending on the types of cards that are discarded, they get to draw more cards. And this happens when he enters or attacks. I want Freebird. Ah! If I can get a small army of birds, maybe I can attack Jace. This can make both players draw a discard. I only really do that if my opponent has a fully empty hand. For this turn, I think I will just activate Ravyn Man. Make them discard a card. And they're going to exchange the cards in their hand. And then discard this card, a land. I can even use this to make my opponent discard on their turn. But, like, they'll be discarding on their turn. Eventually. Aww. They abraded my Birdman. Fair and understandable. Not me just thinking about getting at that for free in a turn. Yeah, this helps me discard during my turn too, because conniving is discarding. This is me, like, begging, like, please, please, please play Kefka next turn. And if you don't, we can go visit the sanitarium. Look, see, she's the visitor to the asylum. It's flavorful. Oh, ew. That's just a terrible old man. They fetched last turn, not this turn. Well, like any self-respecting criminal, I will make them discard. Time Warp and Jace, still the same two we saw before. I'm gonna hit Time Warp. I think I might just hit the Jace, actually. And then I can, I don't know, drop Fatal Push. I want to hold that, I think. Hi, Kefka. A Fatal Push can kill Rusko, but I'd need something else to, like, die first. Is their deck a control deck? Yes, a lot of Kefka decks are very much in a control shell. Oh, look! Someone discarded! Wonder who that was. I'm going to kill Kefka. And swing in with all of these. And chill. Because they can play him again. I really want to get the free value. It will make me so happy. No, why are you doing? Why are you digging? It's nowhere near as cool. Yeah, Ravyn Man does not care who is throwing things out. He is a mysterious overseer of all things. Hello, I could use some madness, please. This could potentially get them 2 triggers in a turn since this is enters and attacks. Okay, they're killing Ravyn Man. Rusko, man, you're breaking my heart by not making me discard. Kefka, please. I guess I'll scry next turn. Or I could connive, but I won't be able to play this. I don't quite have enough. I'm off by 1 mana. Whee! I think playing a Nykthos would be pretty fine. I don't have a lot of devotion now, but, like, I'll get there. My attacking with stuff. I think I will tap, and destroy the Arena of Glory. I don't want them having haste on it, because that's a lot of card draw for them. And pass the turn. Yeah, he gains them life. If they just go for like a tag on Thursday, I always animate this and block, but I really want... Yes! Finally! The thing that I wanted to do! Kefka! Make me discard. Well, well, well. What do we have here? A little bit of madness? Harknett, thank you for the sub. Hi. Oh. They said big bye-bye for her. Chat says I'm going mad. What? No. What gave you that idea? Was it the large number of birds? Oh, Waste Not's funny because it will also trigger on Kefka. Hand empty, head empty. This does not discard, it just reshuffles. My attempt at free value caused me to lose value over time. Shh, sunk cost fallacy. A bird man. Aw. I wanted a free bird. Ooh, okay. Taking out my blocker. They might have lethal this turn. Wait. Not taking out my blocker? Probably discarding a land. Yeah, so I get 2 black mana. I can't do anything with it. I just gotta believe. Believe in what? Don't know. Oh, RP, thank you for gifting those subs. Go for a draw and a discard. For both of us. Yeah, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Like 5, 6, 7 if I focus on that. That's not enough to kill them. RP, thank you for gifting 5 subs. And one dude, thank you for gifting 2 subs. We hype training. But they drowned him in the lock. It's the end of the road. But it's okay, because I will get to discard again this turn, which is important to me. Enhance my bird! Bye, Sheldred. Well, you would have been nice before. Good game. Oh, and Zeddy, thank you for the sub. Okay, cool. I'm so happy I got the discard and then draw. Doing what we do. GG. Golos. Tireless Pilgrim. Hello, Golos. I see you're going to be 5 colors of random good stuff, but with only 1 color pip per color on each card, which means no ultimatums. This is an ultimatumless Golos, which could be Gates. I could see it being a Gates deck. Or just a slightly different build than the Goloses you usually see. That's a stomping ground. Unstomped. And I'll land the Ravyn Man. Perhaps I will use it to make you discard. You have a full hand of cards, though, so that's not super impactful. It's a little impactful. Can you have a partner and a companion in Brawl? Yes, but it would be very hard to do because you would need to meet all of the qualifications of the partner and the companions. And I'm not actually sure if there is like a lot of valid combinations that can do that, like color-wise and ability-wise. So I would have liked to make them discard this turn, but I think Tireless Provisioner in a 5-color deck is enough of a threat that I'm going to take it out. Yeah, no partner combo gives you all 5, so you wouldn't be able to do Gigantha, but like you could get 2 even-costed companions that have blue and black among their mana costs, maybe. I'm not actually sure if there are 2, and then like Garuda, or other way around, Obosh. I'm sure there is a way to do it. I just don't know what it is. So I'll attack in, take a peek at their hand, and make them discard a card. Clothes and Paradox Engine. Sorry, what? I mean, yeah, you can Golos Paradox Engine, and the ability's right there. So they're going for infinite activations of Golos. And I'm going for, no, you're not going to do that. Also, thanks for the Emrakul. Somebody said you could do Crom, Ludwig's Opus, and Vile Smasher with Obosh's companion. Yes, because you would have red and black in your color identities, and they're both odd mana values. That would work. But you can't do Garuda because all the black ones have odd mana values. That would work. So they brought out Golos. They have a card in hand. I will make them discard the card that's in their hand. And that card is... a rock! And I'll attack in for a little bit of damage. I'll get myself a bird. Unfortunately, I can't stop Golos from doing Golos things. He got them some mana. Did you fetch this ancient tomb? Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do you have all colors, though? Yeah, I guess so. This hurts. So they got Settle the Wilds, which will get them a 6-cost thing, maybe like a Primeval Titan. And they got this Llanowar Elf. I will take a look at their hand. Locust God, also part of some infinite combos. And Ugin, I will make them discard again. They're just purely on the wheel. Thankfully, this Fell Spectre is causing them a little bit of heartache. Freebird! Ah! Yeah, wouldn't it be nice if this were banned in this format? But it's not. Don't you want to sit there and watch a Golos take a 20-minute turn where they just empty out their entire deck even though they already have lethal? Of course you do! Because you know that's what's going to happen. This gets them a land. And they also got more mana here. Soon they'll be spinning for twice each turn. At least it hurts them when they do it. What's left? What's left? Is it death? Because if you have a card in hand, I can make you discard it, and I can make you die. GG. Mythweaver Poq. I have a great hand here because it has both discarding and reanimation. Mythweaver Poq is going to be duplicating their lands. And not just one land at a time, but as many lands as they can get to enter at once. I have... I'm trying to decide if I want to Plunder first or Jet Medallion. Drop the City Stalker Connoisseur. And if I do this, I can triple spell next turn, which I think is going to be my best bet. I like this. Ooh, Arcadian Mask, thank you for the sub. All right, so they went Ancient Tomb into Emerald Medallion. So we're all getting weird here. That is 2 mana on 1 land, which is gross. Okay, please drop a big, awesome creature. Please? Please. Okay, that's poo-poo. That's not awesome. That's poo-poo. Okay, that's Allosaurus Shepherd. I don't know if that's worth taking. I think I wait. I'm gonna get myself a little bird. Tweet, tweet. Beep, 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 beep. They are playing poo-poo. Mm-hmm. Would you like to play Poq? I don't actually have removal for it in hand. Typically, you don't play Poq until you can trigger him right away, though. So I'm going to attack with this bird. And then I'm going to sacrifice the bird and use it to pay for this discard. Because if they discard a big, awesome creature, I'll still have 1 mana up to reanimate it. And I'll get a replacement bird. Okay, so they're discarding Comedy of Amber Groves. All right, can you discard something that's cool, like an Elder Gargaroth or like a Shia or something? Traverse the Outlands. Ugh. At least next turn I won't have to sacrifice my bird. I want you to give me big, beautiful green creatures. They're cloning lands. I can play Turgrid. I hit the Turgriddy. I think we do that. I do not know why you left up the tower. But now if they try to use any fetch lands, a common thing to use with Poq, I will get lands. Now, I can't use all of those lands unless I have like a Chromatic Lantern or something in play, or an Urborg. I run Urborg in this deck for stolen lands off Turgid, and also because I'm a mono black deck. Yeah, Turgid would save me from Strip Mine. Ooh, Urkazlim. Annoyingly, when it dies, it just goes over here. It just becomes a land, which actually copies it, and then it comes back as also a creature. They have like the creature and the land version of it at the same time. It's silly. Okay. Uvenwald Audit. I wouldn't have mind that. That's like a decent green creature. All right. I'm going to attack with the Whittlebird. I would like to... Why is it highlighting the Liliana in my hand? I'd like to make you discard. The Kelson! Thank you for the 3-month resub. Snakeskin Veil. Okay. I can either get one of these 3 creatures, or whatever is in their hand. I'm gonna go for the creature first. Let's go. Kaslam will come back as Kaslam. This is gonna get weird, actually. I'm not sure if I get this, if it dies, because it comes back under their control. I think I get it first. No, I don't. Dang. Active, non-active, they get it. Dang. Their death trigger pretty much resolves before the Turgid grabbed it. Alright, so that's a lot of damage. These all have trample, and I can only prevent a Whittle. And I die. Oh, I'm sorry. I die next turn. Mish Hotem, thank you for the 3-month resub. And Ben, thank you for the 3 months in advance. Thank you for subscribing and supporting the channel. They got a land, which was actually 2 lands, which was actually this. I wonder what the 1 card in their hand was, though. Well, I want to see what you got. I can't use reanimate because it'll kill me. I want to see what's in their hand. Show me what you got. Come on, show me your cards. Please show me your cards. Please? Please? Yeah, I'll kill myself with that. That's funny. They're running Sundering Titan. Abandoned Commander. GG Poq. Kirizev, crew of 2. Comes with a free Ragavan. I have like all removal and then maybe hippie this turn, but my mana's painful and I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. So I'm going to throw that back. I really would prefer to have instant speed because she does have haste. And I just had Baleful in that hand. I will play a land. Chrome Mox, I'm putting away this Bone Shards. I'm playing Raven Man. You gonna kill him? I understand. He is a villain. This is Limdol after all. Oh, they're playing the Hired Claw, which actually does mess with what I wanted to do this turn. Because I wanted to attack in and then get the Thoughtseize part of this rather than the they get to choose. I'll still take this. It still attacks their hand, and it also will get me a bird. Next turn, we can City Stalker. A Hadley Noah. Bird! Ah! Crystal, thank you for the sub. Oh, we love when there's a subathon happening. I've been streaming for a week straight. Can you tell? Has the madness seeped into this? I do have a card with madness in the deck, so yes. Hello, lizard. This lizard can grow if they attack in with it, so I don't think I'd block. Also, I feel like lizard on lizard attacks is, like, kind of cruel. We don't want lizard violence. We want lizards to be friends. Alright, so Karizev might come out in a turn or two. Nice. I give you black mana. And I can make them discard the most expensive card in their hand or just a card of their choice. I'm going to start with make you discard a card of your choice. Right now, the most expensive card is probably going to be on par with or similar to Karizev. Alright, they're stepping on Ravyn Man, so I don't get a bird. That's fine. Ben next, thank you for the sub! This will also get me a clue, so now I'll have some card advantage so I can keep the discard train rolling. Since they didn't buff this up, they had held the mana for Stomp. I can now block this. Like, it's not going to be big enough. That said, like, they could have a Bolt, they could have an Abrade, they could have Flame Slash, which was only very recently added to Arena, I believe. Ow. This can exile from the graveyard in order to deal 2 damage to any target, giving them a repeatable way to kill my man. So instead, I'll just play something a little bigger. Swing in. And I'll probably use this blood to exchange Takenuma for something else. But I might do it on my turn so I get a bird. Yeah, they will always have fuel for this unless I'm actively exiling a ton out of their graveyard. That's a mono red ramp. Skirk Prospector, you might not have gotten lands, but at least now you have this. It was Laylia was the most expensive card in their hand. Yep. So I have a feeling that what they want to do here is exchange this and this for this. And you know what? I'm fine with it. Your lizard, 2 of the cards from your graveyard, and you take out the City Stalker. But with them being behind on mana, I'll take out threats. Also, maybe I'll eat stuff up from their graveyard. I don't know. It's fun. Ooh, now I'm considering, like, holding the Takenuma and using it. It counts as a discard. I eat bird. I eat crow. And I'll return Hostile Investigator, City Stalker. I'm gonna go with Hostile. Let's see if they get a land and they go for Karizev here. Remember, they did drop a land at some point. They had dropped their Cavern of Souls. But they would have had mana for Karizev here. But, like, it's hard to choose what to discard. They're going for Fable of the Mirror Breaker. That is going to make them discard. Also, they don't have another mana, so they can't use the Lavamancer here, which, nice. I can make them discard, so that's exactly what I'll do. With great and hostile intent. And I could actually attack with Ravyn Man to be like, you're not going to trade with this. Also, if you do, I'm kind of fine with it. Bird! They have now discarded Wait, no. No? No? Did you get a land? No land? Am I going for killing the investigator? I hate that it takes my opponent getting mana screwed for me to get the advantage here, but like, we do what we can. Oh no. I took out your mana source. I'm going to eat bird. Get a clue. Yum, 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 yum. Card advantage, which is discard advantage. Brotherhood's End. Use Hive of the Eye Tyrant, swinging with everyone. The life totals are getting kind of low. And they can finally start causing some monkey business. They're not. They're playing this so they can use the Grim Lavamancer. Which makes complete sense. Hive of the Eye Tyrant. And everybody in. We've got two little critters with Menace. They can block. And then use this to take out, say, Ravyn Man and a bird. And double block Hive of the Eye Tyrant. But then lethal damage is still going through. I can also make them lose a little bit more life by playing Tiny Bones into Tiny Bones joins up. Yep, that is a way for them to survive the initial attack, but they don't live through the turn. Oh no, my lizard. Boop. We mill and kill. GG Kurizev. Urza or Terra. I mean, Urza sounds more like a slur thanks to watching so much Tolarian Community College. This is Paradox Engine combos. It is cheating out spells for free. And it's tapping artifacts to generate mana. Terra's kind of terrifying because this card can just go off. And it also makes one of these Karnstructs, which grows and grows and grows and grows and grows and grows and grows. Hello, I have bones. They're very small. If you sacrifice something, perhaps I could steal it. They have a way to clear out their graveyard, though, which is kind of a bummer. Tiny Bones, him joining up. I'm actually down with, like, Acquisitions Expert this turn. And then next turn doing these two. I was thinking, like, I could do the Medallion for, like, a triple spell setup. But it looks like they have Cheerios in their deck, like free spells purely to generate mana for Urza so we can get the activated ability. And if I can steal one of those from the graveyard, that would just make me feel good. I don't have much artifact interaction, but I do have hand interaction. That's what this deck is. It's hand interaction. I have some board interaction, but mostly for creatures and planeswalkers. Okay, I can't afford to play that. That costs 7 mana. Okay, my skeleton takes a look at their giant robot from Final Fantasy VII. Chrome Mox. Funnily enough, Chrome Mox might not exile anything. Oh, they are. Oh, wow. Okay, that's a Hullbreaker Horror. Yeah, this is some mono blue ramp here. Yeah, Cornucopia still taps. And a Thought Monitor lets them get a little bit more. We join up. What do you got? No, I don't want to target myself. It's funny you can make yourself discard with this. All right, a land. Give me a bird. Mill. Okay, that was also a land. If I attack in here, I'm trading with Thought Monitor, and I don't really want that. I wish these birds could at least block in the air. Brainstorm. Next turn, I can throw down these, and hopefully I'll get another land soon so I can speed brood. Slowing down Urza by like 1 turn, but he does get some mana back through this. Ooh, Aether Spellbomb. Part of many loops with Paradox Engine. You can put that in with Emry in this deck. They are almost certainly running Emry. And now they get a free card. Mirror Enforcer. It's literally free because it's being cast for 0, but also they have 7 or more artifacts, so it just costs 0. Hey, Construct. I'll block and trade. Yeah. Like, I'd love to munch things out of your graveyard, but you don't have any munchables. Ain't a single lunchable in there. And they also have no cards in hand, which means no birds. What's even the point if no birds? I'll still mill and make them lose a life off Tiny Bones joins up. They left their blocker up, which I'm kind of sad about. I thought they would have attacked with the Thought Monitor, which means I'm not going to be able to draw off my bird. This is part of why Gix is in here. That was a good mill. Because otherwise, Emry's going to be recurring a lot. Reality Heist, being cast for its minimum cost. Is artifacts for more artifacts. Portal to Phyrexia. Thanks, I hate it. And they do have, I believe, enough mana for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 6. Oh, okay. They'll have enough next turn. But they're not going to have it in their hand next turn because I am making you discard it. Big surprise. That'll get me another bird. Tweet, tweet, tweetity, tweet. Gix is also cute with Ravyn Man because if you use the other ability, the stealing one, you're discarding, so you will get a bird. Good peepers. Good peeps. Okay, they hit a land, but they had already played a land. Before anything else, I'm going to clear out some blockers. I'm going to use Speed Brood Stalker. And I am selecting Thought Monitor with hopes that they will select Urza. Alright, they know. All according to Kaikaku. And I'll attack in with these 2 wee birds to get some card draw. Hold up. They're spellbombing Gix so I don't draw cards. I still want my 2 damage. Die. When they play this again, they will get another big construct, and it's going to be bigger than it was before. Ooh, may as well get your Doug Dimma discount first. Sapphire Medallion. They still have enough mana. They can play this, I think. Yeah. And then they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so they could activate Urza. Treasure Cruise! Yeah, that's some value. I also want you to have cards in hand so I can make you discard. But I also want to card draw. I mill you. Okay. I will attack with my flyers. It's more like... Hey, McCorkle, thank you for subscribing, and also thank you for subscribing for some future months. Okay. These are not real leisure hours. I think I'm just going for this discard. What do you drop? Okay, Unwinding Clock. I'm actually pretty happy about hitting an Unwinding Clock. Ramian Gray, thank you for the sub. Oh, you gifted us up to James Yabu. We're doing subathon things while I'm recording. Arcane Signet. Yeah, you have so much mana. This is my chumpy blocker. Macaroni and cheese, thank you for the sub. Dang, I can't deal damage to them next turn. I think I'll still chump block that. I could double block that. I don't think it's worth it. And this ability is unfortunately sorcery speed. I could sacrifice Hopeless Nightmare and Fatal Push Urza. I think that's actually like a pretty decent use of my time. I can make them discard, but I'm trying to decide if I would like to do this. Can I do both? I think I'm like one short of doing both. Yeah, I'm one short. I can Fatal Push the 11/11, but like, I need something else. Yep. Because I don't mind getting hit by it. I'm into everything else. Right, give me a bird. I'm gonna try to close this out in like next turn. And so are they. They go to 9. In the air, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On the ground, I have evasion. I have this, and I can get rid of a blocker. I can also make them discard a card, but like, you know, that's cool. Let's see what we got. Cloud Key. Naming artifacts. Big surprise. Relic of Progenitus. It can exile graveyards. And an extra turn. Ooh, devastating. That will force me to chump block. Classic extra turns. That's how it is. They're in blue. I'm not. Alright, so they're just attacking with that. I let it go through. They're activating Urza. Hit a land. Yeah, you chump. Uh-huh. They're activating. That's a land. They're gonna activate again. Dinosaur, thank you for the sub. Keeping our sub timer over 5 hours. I appreciate it. Scalding Hunt, another land. Oh, the Urza luck. Curse them. They go down to 4. One ring, and this man. No, 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 no. Wait, wait. I'm not dead yet. Because one of these is a lifelinker. But, depending on what they hit next turn, I could be dead. I'm really hoping this one ring is their end. Alright, so I do need to block. I can't, like, do the cheeky double block on this turn. I'll go with just blocking on that. And that will put me at 7. They got Chip. Equipping Chip lets them play off the top. Is this the end? They draw. They dig. They're digging. It's a land. Wow. Their Urza luck is a little, like, Urza lucky. No! But off the top, they found a way to tap all my blockers! And I guess just for good measures, they're bouncing that. Still a pretty close match. Can't be mad about that. GG Urza. Cloud Strife, which is actually the warrior Najila or Nahila. I've heard all of them. Attacks in and makes warriors. Well, anytime you attack in with a warrior, you get warriors. You also can use this to take additional combats, which, if you line this deck up just right, means you can actually generate infinite mana and take infinite combats. Let's see, Dark Ritual and Arcane Signet. Ooh, what a way to start. I can let them have the ritual and take away the signet, or I can do the other way around. Either way, like, they have turn 1 ramp, and this isn't black mana anyway, so I'll let them have the dark ritual. And then I will murder her. Yeah, Dark Ritual is a strange choice for their deck, considering their commander's not black. Like, that's a red. That is red and 2 colorless. If they can generate enough treasures and have mana dorks that untap, then that's how they can get enough mana here. I want Chaos. Hypnotic Spectre, one of the most classic discard cards. Between that and, I guess, like, Hymn to Torark, which is not in Arena, lets me make my opponent discard at random. Let's see what I hit. I hit a Wash Away. Okay, I'm pretty happy about that. I can now play this or this. You are a warrior. You don't have haste. So I'm going to just exile the professional Facebreaker so they don't get the treasure. And I can make them discard again next turn. You think they might have imported and modified a CDH deck? I don't know. I guess. Yeah, the amount of interaction probably makes it trickier. All right, nice. They have reanimation. They brought back the halfling, because this is exiled. They can't bring it back. I'm gonna use this to block. Yeah, get him. Whenever you attack, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature. Okay. I kill your whittle guy. I have no cards in hand. I can't make them discard, but I can remove their commander. I'm not gonna try to, like, mind games them. I really do want it off the board. Burnsy, thank you for the sub. Okay, they mind games themselves. They were like, is she gonna use reverse psychology in order to do the No. Anytime you think I have a grand master plan, I usually don't. I just like clicking buttons. This is such a fun card. make you discard whatever card that is, leaving this back because it is a good blocker. And they do have extra combat, but like that doesn't help. No cards in hand. I'll swing. Honestly, Ravyn Man, you can go in too. Yeah, you discard at random. We have nothing to discard. I'm human. This is a human wizard. Well, of these, the one I would like to kill the most is you, Ragavan. So I'm going to kill the monkey. I don't want you stealing my spells. Ugh, nothing to make them discard. So much discard on demand and nothing to do with it. Do I just target myself so I get a bird? Yeah, man, free bird. I know what I'm here for. Birds. They don't have the infinite. I'm just gonna try to kill them. They do it, and then they can do it again. But if I did my very basic math right, it's not lethal, right? Oh, wait, I forgot about the life link. All right, I should have left back the blockers. I actually forgot that he also gives life link. I was like, yeah, it's like trample and haste and stuff, right? It's also life link, so the number went up. My bad, my B. A lot of you nerds. And suddenly I'm down to 2 and they're back up to 18. I don't have anything here. I have birds. They don't have cards in hand. Okay. Well, it's what I got. And I'll die. It's my fault. I forgot what the card does. Echo Tech, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you for gifting subs to Randy Savage, Laudius Trash Talking, Lieutenant Colonel Alvarado, Miharani, and T. Lee Jones. And also, Good Game Cloud. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars. Yeah, Ravyn Man totally matches into the Hellq commanders and is hurting for it. If you want to make this deck a little stronger, just swap this with one of the tiny bones. These two, probably not the 1-mana one. Ravyn Man is cool, but is as a 2/1 not quite strong enough, I feel, to hold his own. Even if you're making 2 1/1 birds a turn, the fact that they can't block means you're not well protected once your opponent starts generating more board advantage. Yes, somebody said the birds are a burden, but the rest of the deck is still very nice because you've got discard synergy, which can be very hard to play against. If you can get ahead against your opponent, maybe take out their board, then you can sometimes stay ahead just by making them discard. There's not many ways in black, pure black in the arena to make your opponents discard in their upkeep. So that's a little bit harder for like really locking things down, but I still think that Ravyn Man is cool. And if you're wondering why did you build this deck if you're so low down on the commander, it's because it's for somebody named Ravyn. Ravyn's partner Fiona had supported my subathon and requested the Ravyn Man, who I believe Ravyn actually plays in EDH, and also other various discard and bird related commanders, because Ravyn, it's right there in the name. So thank you, Fiona, for supporting my subathon and my channel, and I hope you enjoy the deck. I'd say that this deck just needs to match a little lower, and I don't have a lot of insight into how the matchmaking works. Does taking out something like Turgid mean that I won't run into, you know, the Goloses? I'm not sure. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. But if you want the deck list for anyone else, you can find it in the description of the video. I still think that like mono black discard is a cool archetype. It's just a little tricky if you don't get some of the best engines out on early turns, like Waste Not and Bandit's Talent. This card's great. I don't think I actually got to play it at all today, but when I was testing and building this deck, I won some games off this card. It's really, really strong. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a brawlful day.